Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is kcosmic and today what I'm going to be doing is telling you if you should buy Black Ops 3 in the year 2021. If you're new to my channel, I've been doing these videos for a very long time, and there is a normal formula I follow when reviewing a game, especially one in the COD series. We start off the review by reviewing the campaign, then we move on to the multiplayer and go over player counts and DLC and stuff, and then we move on to the final game mode, which is normally zombies, which we'll be doing again. Something new we'll be doing with this series as well is we'll be making short versions of the video. If you don't know what YouTube Shorts are, they are essentially clips under 60 seconds, and for the series we're going to start doing them. So what's going to happen is I'm going to release the full review, and then a few hours or a few days later I'm going to release a shorter one that has a lot less detail on it, but it gives you just the right answers. For them people that don't have much time, when I've made it, you should be seeing it up in the top right hand corner right now. Before we jump into the video, remember to subscribe for the latest and greatest reviews. But with that said, grab some popcorn, make yourself comfy, even get yourself a drink if you're feeling like it, and let's get right into the review. Kicking things off, we're going to be going over the Black Ops 3 campaign, and if you might remember, it is quite controversial. More on that later though. Let's find out the main story of Black Ops 3 without spoiling anything. Don't worry, we don't spoil big plots here. Black Ops 3 takes place in the year 2065, 40 years after the events of Black Ops 2, in a world facing unheavily from conflict, climate change, and the new technology. A third Cold War is ongoing between two global alliances known as Winslow Accord and Common Defense Pact. For a brief description of the Black Ops 3 campaign, how much playtime are you going to get into it? And it is actually quite long, all things considered. Normally with COD, they normally at most will last around 7 to 8 hours, and that's on a good game. Black Ops 3 is astonishing 14 to 15 hours of playtime, which is really good for a COD game, so there's definitely a lot of content. But how many missions do you get? You actually only get 11 missions, so some of the missions are fairly long. Black Ops 3 brings a lot of new ideas to the table with a create a class option, and it brings in a lot of new elements we haven't seen before. With your character, obviously you have the specialist in multiplayer, which we'll touch on later, but that was heavily integrated into the Black Ops 3 story, with you being able to hack and take control of stuff around the map. Black Ops 3 did have a lot of cool ideas for a campaign, but does that make it good? Sadly, no. Black Ops 3 campaign is very mediocre, especially compared to all the other Black Ops campaigns. Looking at you, Black Ops 4. But in all seriousness, Black Ops 3's campaign is just kind of underwhelming. The story kind of drags on and it is really complicated even for a Black Ops game. This game's story has nothing compared to the greats like Black Ops 1, 2, and even Black Ops Cold War, which I've also made reviews on, so check out that playlist in the description below after this video. But again, to kind of look at Black Ops 3's campaign for one last good time, it is just underwhelming, bland, and it feels like you're doing stuff, but there's no reason for doing it. You're just playing through the game and mindlessly shooting people. To be honest, half the time, I have no idea what's going on in the campaign. So if you're looking for a good campaign to play, I would recommend either Black Ops 1, 2, or even Cold War. But Black Ops 3, sadly, you are the worst campaign out of all the Black Ops games, even Black Ops 4, and that game didn't have a campaign. So if I had to rate you from 10, I'd have to give you like a 3. I'm sorry, but that's just where you lie. Let's move on to Black Ops 3's multiplayer in 2021. So, how much content are you going to get in Black Ops 3's multiplayer? Let's start off with maps first. The base game of Black Ops 3 is going to be 12 maps, but then we get a bonus map which is Nuketown, so that is 13. You'll also get 16 DLC maps, but more on that later. There are 31 base weapons in Black Ops 3, so a lot of options to choose from, but I think we need to talk about the elephant in the room, the black market. For those of you that don't know, Black Ops 3 has a supply drop system, and that is the black market. And this hides all the DLC weapons in the game. A lot of these DLC weapons are better than the base game weapons, and it is really annoying. But looking past that, Black Ops 3's multiplayer is one of the best multiplayers the COD franchise has seen. The multiplayer maps play really well, and Black Ops 3 is worth noting has exosuits. And Black Ops 3, I believe, is the best game they've done them in, where you are in the air for quite a lot of it with wall running as well, but the game is really smooth, and I think a lot of people when Black Ops 3 was out really enjoyed it, and looking back, people still really enjoy it. It is the exosuit game that got the least amount of hate out of Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and then of course Infinite Warfare that got the most. Black Ops 3 also has specialists, which are essentially free kill streaks. The way they work, just like in Black Ops 4 if you ever played that game, is they will charge over time, and then you'll get either a specialist weapon or ability For example, there is Battery's grenade launcher, where you charge it up and then you get grenade launcher outfit. Or you could use the other special ability of Battery, where your body becomes protected except your head. Again, at the time, people really didn't mind specialists that much. And going back to the game today as well, they are really fun to use. There is definitely something for everyone in this game in terms of specialists, and the kill streaks are amazing as well. We've seen some of the best kill streaks we've ever had before in here. We had the Raps, if you remember them, the balls that spin around and explode on people. We had the Mothership. We had the Hater, which was pretty much a VSAT. This game had some of the best kill streaks in COD history, and they're great. Nothing else to really say about it. And the best part about this game is that there's still players playing it. I went into Team Deathmatch and found a lobby relatively quick. Other game modes I would not be as confident as. I think Team Deathmatch is the safe mode for every COD, where if you get into it, you're going to find at least one lobby. This is on PC, of course, I'm talking about. On PlayStation and Xbox, I expect there to be a lot more player numbers. As far as the DLC pack goes, should you buy them for multiplayer? I think absolutely not. This is because the majority of people still playing Black Ops 3 today don't have the Season Pass. And with them not having the Season Pass, that means you're stuck in the normal maps. Also, when you get the Season Pass maps, it'll try and put you into them maps that no one else are playing, so you're stuck in this vicious cycle of not being able to get into DLC. So I recommend not buying the Season Pass for the Black Ops 3 multiplayer. But how much would I rate Black Ops 3 in 2021? From 1 to 10, I'd have to give it a solid 7. The game still holds up, feels really smooth, maps are fun, guns are fun to use, and there is a lot of customization. The black market might be annoying, but everything else about the game is perfect in my opinion. With that said, multiplayer great, but now let's move on to zombies. So how many maps are you going to get in Black Ops 3? Well, with the base game, you're going to get one, that being Shadows of Evil, which is a masterpiece regardless to say. But how many maps are you going to get with the Season Pass? With the Season Pass, you're going to be getting 5 maps. First of all, the bonus map, The Giant, which is a remake of Darius from World at War, which was again remade in Black Ops 1. Then you're going to be getting 4 original maps, one of them not being so original. These are Dreisendrache, the Iron Dragon, one of the best maps in COD history for zombies. Zetsubo no Shima, which was hated on at the very start, but the community started to grow to love it and are playing it a lot more often now. Gorod Krovi, one of the most fantastic maps ever made, and is inspired heavily from the Giant's layout, with added new features like the Dragon Gauntlet and the Dragon Shield. And then we go to Revelations, which is a remake kind of, because it has parts of old maps in it, with the only original part of the map being the spawn room. This map has maps like Origins, Mob of the Dead, a full remake of Nacht or Toten from World at War pretty much, Shangri-La, and Dreisendrache again from earlier on in the Black Ops 3 DLC cycle. Regardless to say, Black Ops 3 has such a wide variety of maps, but there's even more to come with Zombies Chronicles. This is a map pack for zombies with 8 remastered maps, them being Nacht and Toten, Varut, Shinonuma, Kino der Toten, Ascension, Shangri-La, Moon, and then of course the fan favorite Origins. All these maps look great and played fantastically, especially with the improved engine from prior games, and also we had the Gobblegum machines in the game for the first time as well, and being able to use double pack-a-punch as well on the older maps, which Black Ops 3 first introduced, where it's an alternate ammo type that can kill zombies forever. It made it so in the other maps you had a lot more strategies you could do other than the basic old ones on the older games like Black Ops 1 and 2. Small quality of life improvements Black Ops 3 made were also things like the weapon kits, where you could customize your weapons and put camouflages on it that you've earned either in the multiplayer campaign or you got from the black market once again. And also you could level up for the first time in zombies, which was great as it made you feel like you were working towards something. You also got old prestige icons as well the more you leveled up into the prestige masters. So would I recommend you buying Black Ops 3 for zombies in 2021? Absolutely yes. It's the best zombie mode out of all of them, I personally believe, with the best selection of maps as well. And on PC, if you get it, you're going to get custom zombies, which is pretty much unlimited free maps to play. But Black Ops 3 zombies, you'll always hold a special place in my heart, and that is why you are getting a solid 10 out of 10, because there's nothing else I can do to beat you. You're the best, and that's it. With that said, guys, that is us coming to the end of this review. I really do hope you enjoy, and I would recommend subscribing if you enjoyed this video first of all, and if you want more videos like it in the future, as I will be uploading a lot more of these types of videos in the near future. But with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.